Praise team today, and here to showcase you my first place deck profile that I got at the streamers invite tournament Master Duel. So obviously this was particular tournament because it was just straight elimination, like a top 8 top cut, very straight between very top players, and I got first. The format was conquest format, so we had to bring 3 decks in that, and in each game you had to switch that. And so today I brought as first deck, first choice, which will be the first deck we show, Zoodiac Eldlich. Then my other 2 decks were Pure Eldlich and the Tri-Brigade Zoodiac. Those were my choices for the event, and so now we can start.
And now, shout out to our sponsors. The first one being GRAAD, the best grading company in Europe, which offers grading services for all languages and TCGs. The second one, EXTIMATE-CARDS, is one of our top Italian sellers on the market, which shop is in Albenga, where you can eat and play with your mates every single day. Last but not least, we have PLAYMAT per TUTTI. They produce amazing custom playmats that may have your own custom images. All sponsor links are in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out.
Right now we can start with the strongest part of the deck, which maybe is also the strongest and obviously most powerful card that we have in the game itself. 3 fucking max G. The best card, obviously. This is insane. I don't know how this can be a 3 in Master Duel. Definitely the most broken card in the game by far. Then let's go with the other entraps. Went with 3 Ash, Blossom, 2 Gamma and 1 Driver. The choice is because even if it's just 2, it's the strongest card possible. One of the strongest cards you can have always, so I just chose to go with that. Also it's an SR, so it was easy to craft. Then I went for 2 Schoolmeister, 2 because I expected for the tournament a lot of Tri-Brigade Zoo, some Drytron and also some Rock, but I thought that this card was always good, and in fact it came in clutch, it was very useful. 3 Imperm, obviously. 3 Imperm, so one of the strongest entrap in the game, obviously. And then 3 Droplet, thanks to Lanzani for just flexing those. And obviously 3 Droplet because best cards in the format, because obviously going second it's nuts, going first it's still useful, so definitely one must to play.
Ciao Papini!
Then let's go with the Zoodiac part, which have the 2 Frog, 1 Ram, 2 Whip, obviously basic, standard, 3 Tanky, just 3, just +1, must to take. Then we have the Eldlich part, we have 2 Lord, 2 Eldron, 3 Sang, 3 Kong, 2 Ak, because just basic ratio for Eldlich. Then, last but not least, we have a little Spice here, because I play 2 Colored and 1 Prosperity. The choice was because I was thinking about playing 3 Prosperity, but the thing is that 3 Prosperity had a lot of problems with the Frog Blade, because there were a lot, very lot of situations in which using this, you have this plus another Zoo, and you can do that, or one on the other. So I just went to have 1 because I wanted consistency, and I wanted to always be sure to resolve. Also Colored is always useful, also against Dragon Link, so it was good choice, it helped me. I just saw this one once, and it won me the game because it made Eldland, which was what I needed. Then let's go to the extra deck. We have the Zoodiac package, Trident, double Chaka, double Tiger, 1 Boar and 1 Kong. Very easy, basic, standard, just want to have more because in case they may get something, also to make bigger Zeus. Then 1 player, 1 Gustav, 1 Zeus, just for the Eldlich part. This is not Eldlich part, but yeah. 1 Omega for Gamma. Then we have the links, which are 1 Imduk for the Eldlich traps, 2 of this, 1 and 1, because this you make with Imduk, and this other one you can make with Eldlich cards. And then the BLS, because it's one of the strongest link in the game at the moment, by far. So this is it for the first deck. I chose Zoodiac Lich because it was in blind going first the strongest one, because it had a lot of play for going second with the Zoodiac part plus droplet, and also a lot of useful cards against rogue decks with the Eldlich part, so it was the most balanced one. So in game 1 blind, that's the best choice. Then going for the Poseidon, when I knew I was going first, I chose to bring Eldlich. So this is the list. I played the standard Eldlich ratio, so 2 Lord, 2 Land, 3 Sang, 3 Conch, 2 Hack. Just simple basic standard part. Then for consistency, I played 3 Extravagance and 2 Duality, just because I wanted to see the outs to Lightning Storm, to anything that could pose a threat to me. So it was just best consistency as possible. Also, not having the Lord, the Heavenly Lord available, this was some of the best choice. Then, knowing that I went go first, I played also some traps particular to go first, which are the 3 DDG, because I just wanted a turn stop to get the cards I need to go, and then in case I didn't see the outs to the cards that should out me, I always had something that make turn stop, and then let's see you in the other turn. Then 3 Prison, 3 Punishment, standard, and 3 TTT, 3 TT, plus the 1 trap trick, because in case I wanted, this is the 4th card, all of those, so always useful. Then 3 Strike, 3 Solemn, because broken, just broken. If you go first, you always want to see those. Then 3 Skill Drain in 1 order, only those with the floodgate parts, because there can be only one is an UR, so I didn't have the resources to craft it. So in that case I would have find space for the there can be, but I think that this worked. I just played Eldlich once in the World Tournament, and just insta won the game because I saw this, plus Strike, plus Eldland, and also the Sanguine. So like, this was one of the most broken hand you can get. Then going to extra deck, I play the triple NTs, target of punishment, Omega and Ignister, other targets for punishment. Then played Pleiades, rank 5, Gustav with Lord and Zeus, just because. Then double Induk for the Eldritch cards, 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Utilities, I just had 1 space left, so I chose to put that. 2 Charmer Light, because you often make this, definitely very often, so it's very useful. Then this one, you made that with Imduk, as I said before, plus the BLS, which is instant win in some matchups like Striker and Invoked, and also Eldritch sometimes, let's say this. And then, as last deck I brought today is Tri-Brigade Zoodiac. I chose that for the situation in which I had to go to game 3 or win the game 1, so more for a going second situation. But I still wanted to have it not to go full blind second, because I didn't want to have cards that may be not useful in some situations, like the opponent made you go first as surprise, as it happened, and or other kind of stuff. So this was my choice, and definitely it worked. So there you are, the deck list. 3 Max again, Maxi, 3 Ash, 2 1, 2 Meister, and 1 Crow, which is the difference being the Enter Proteus, because this one can be added, so there were no reason not to play that. 3 Perm, 3 Droplet, obviously, also expecting a going second scenario, this cannot not be played. For the Zoodiac engine, I went for a smaller engine, just those 2 and the RAM, you don't need more. 3 Frac for the Tri-Brigade, 3 Kit, 3 Nerval and 3 Kit, 3 Nerval, Chuqueras and one Revolt for all the Tri-Brigade engine. Triple Desire, no reason not to play that, this is just broken. Triple Tanky, obviously, consistency. One Master Reborn, because so good, opponent expect you to have just normal and special, so they go by stopping them, and they do not expect that. Also this can steal obviously their master, so this has a lot of use. Then for the extra deck, we have the Zoodiac engine, one Dragon, one Tiger, one Chaka, one Boar, and the Zeus, obviously. Then for the Tri-Brigade part, one Fergit, one Bear, one Rugal, one Omen, another Omen, 2 Omen in this number. I wanted to have a second Fergit but couldn't find any space to fit it in, so I just went with one Fergit. One Mirage for bad stars, the off, because in some combos may be useful, and the Eagle, because it's just OP, definitely. And then last card, one Apollousia, obviously for the combo, and one Actrescott, because it's just broken as fuck. So this is just the cards I played. This is a very standard list, so I don't really have many things to say about that. So this runs up the deck profile. First of all, before ending the video, I wanted to thank everyone who helped me. So starting from Pierre Mattei, which is the one that helped me a lot with the list. Also shout out to Lanza for lending me the droplet flex. Then obviously shout out to Boniolo, to Canne, to everyone in the team that helped me while deck building this. Also shout out to Felice Napoli. And the last one, shout out to Ivan, shout out to you also, obviously. That's all for today, so remember to follow us, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about those lists, if you like the Conquest format or not, you like Master Duel content or not. And that's all for today, so stay plus, stay purple, see ya guys!